And welcome back here to another draft analysis. My name is Lars, coach of the Terminator, and yeah, this time I'm bringing you the draft analysis to the EDC or everyone's draft community, and yeah, I think this time around we had a little bit of a fire draft, I'd say, and yeah, also, let me down in the comments below if you want to see Facecam this time around, because yeah, I'm really interested if people want to see Facecam for draft games, and yeah, let's just jump right into the draft analysis overall. So first of all, we had 12th pick overall, which wasn't the best, I'd say, to be honest, and because like there was stuff like Dialga Origin on the draft mod, which of course went as first pick overall, and yeah, that was basically like the only one that I really wanted to try, but yeah, it was basically like assured that I won't get it if I haven't gotten that late of a pick. Overall, we had a draft bot that was really interesting, because we have high tier Terra this time around, and there were really fun stuff still left on the board as 12th overall pick. And yeah, as our first pick overall, we just picked Chiyu as one of our Terra captains. And yeah, I really wanted to try this one out with Terra this time, because like usually I'm a big Chiyu hater, but I really want to see what it can actually do with Terra, because checks like Azumarill and stuff aren't checks anymore with Terra, Electric or Grass and stuff like that, so yeah, it can really break through its own answers basically for free, basically. And yeah, we basically dropped like, I think 24 points on this little guy here, and yeah, I hope he does what he can do best, which is breaking. And so the order of picks, like I'm basically just going up on what I have on my slides, and not in the overall order that I picked. But as my second pick overall, actually, we went with good old reliable Landorus Therian, just for some basic momentum, cause like Chiyu really appreciates momentum overall and getting it in as often as we can. But of course, honestly, I really wanted to try it out. So we picked Terra on Landorus as well. So basically both of our highest tiered mons basically just can Terra into any typing that we wish. We play with Terra preview, I think. So we have to let our opponents know which Terra we are bringing before the match. But I think this shouldn't be like an overall problem, since like we still have the unpredictability of like basically terroring any of our monsters that we basically bring almost every week. And yeah, also just nice speed here and Staff Rocker overall. Next up, we grabbed Ogabon. I really wanted a spiker and like a speed tier that was like a little bit higher than Chiyu's, but not too fast overall, because like we have some really fast stuff coming up as well. And yeah, I think Ogapon actually fits this team really well. Just a rock type move that just hits every time. It's just so nice. And also just spike support overall is really great as well. And yes, just some more momentum. Then next up, we got Slowking. Slowking actually lasted until like my 6th pick overall, which is crazy, because usually people go crazy over the Slowkings. Like it's almost assured that they go like round 2 or 3 even. And like round 6 is actually just fucking crazy for it. And yeah, Slocking does what Slocking does best, just getting momentum and yeah, basically another momentum gainer for our main breaker, which is Chiyu. Then next up we have a mon that I really wanted to try out in Treyunt. Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen probably Poker Aim's P4T season, and it's putting in a lot of work there, and not gonna lie, since I always wanted it, and it basically gets us some really nice typings and also more momentum, I had to grab it. I really had to grab it. And yeah, it's basically just Slocking's physical defensive counterpart, basically. And yeah, man, I love this mon so much, and I really want to see what it can do, like, over the course of the season. And yeah, then next up, I wanted some faster mon than our Ogre Pawn, and not gonna lie, like, at this point where I grabbed Neuburn, I basically got sniped for like the 6th time in a row or something like that, and yeah, I really needed a hazard removal and like a fast dragon type and something like that. And yeah, basically Neuburn was my pick of choice here. Just getting more momentum for Chiyos, just really helpful overall, and yeah, you cannot actually underestimate this thing, because Choiceback's Boomburst is just such a nuke sometimes, especially when the opponent doesn't have a ghost typing, which is yeah, which is sad if you don't have one, because you should have one, just for basic rapid spin block. And yeah, I love my one. Also, as you noticed, probably our team goes into more like a balance-ish type team with more momentum and hazards overall. And yeah, I really wanted to try my main playstyle in draft, especially on Wi-Fi once. Since last WPF season, where we ran with a Sun team, which was honestly a little bit too offensive to my liking. Like, we finished regular season champion, but yeah, I really wanted to try something where we can actually switch in and bulky pivot into something else this time around. And yeah, next, I really wanted basically like a good fighting, but also like a halfway decent steel typing. And honestly, after getting almost swept by an Iron Defense Cobalion earlier this year, I really wanted to try this out. Like, also, usually I'm a Cobalion hater, and but I think the body press buff is just way too good, in my opinion, to pass up on. And yeah, I wanted another rocker besides Landorus T that can just set it up, because like, we don't want to run rocks on Landorus T every goddamn week. Because with Terra, we can actually break through stuff like Terra flying and stuff now, right? And yeah, basically just another pivot mon. Then next up, I really wanted to grab Jolteon. Also, after almost getting swept by one earlier this year, I really needed to try this thing out. We don't have it as a Terra captain, so Terra Ice isn't an option, but we still have some very nice some nice ice coverage with Weather Ball Ice, which Slowking can provide for us. So I think that just is like a basic fun core to play around, and yeah, nothing switches into Jolteon very well overall anyway, so that's gonna be very fun. Then next up, I think this was my second to last pick overall that I went with, since Cobalion isn't like a really good defensive steel typing. I really wanted to grab something else, and something that also just switches into EQ and stuff like that again. So I went with Earthworm, the trusty pair. I really love drafting on in the lower tiers because like I think in this league it was like 5 points, which was honestly really cheap. I want to say, and yeah, it basically provides us with some good rocks and spikes as well. So yeah, I'm really counting on him probably more than actually Cobalium for a defensive steel typing this season. Yeah, I mean, like, it actually loses us a fair bit of momentum, but I think it makes that up in more ways than one, in terms of that it can provide, like, actually some really, really nice hazards and stuff. And yeah, so next up, I think this should be our last pick overall that we went with, and I really wanted a fairy typing, and everything that I wanted got sniped right before me. So yeah, we went with Alcremie, not the Gigantamax one, of course, but honestly I think it looks just way better than the regular one, so I went with that picture. And yeah, honestly, yeah, it kind of hurts that it lost Mystical Fire, like in the transition to Gen 9. But for a 3-pointer, I think the thing is actually kind of cheap, I think, because like its stats aren't bad, like 121 speed def and 110 special attack. It's really good for like such a low tier mon. And it can really threaten teams with something like Stock Power and Call Mine shenanigans. So honestly, I'm kind of hard to use it. And yeah, then last pick overall, we went with good old trusty Komala. Basically, I still wanted a normal type and something that actually switches into something like a ghost type attack, because we want a Terra Chio probably, and afterwards, like, we don't have any really great switching into any ghost type mon really. And so stuff like Spectre can't run over us anytime soon. And yeah, just another hazard removal as well, so no one doesn't get overused for that stuff. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you feel about our team. I'm super excited for the rest of the season, and yeah, go watch the other coaches' team previews as well. So yeah, see you guys in the first week, which should come up next week, I believe. And yeah, bye.